speak human, and she speaks villager. Marlene, ever since we met last night, I wanted to say, would you marry me?
Yes! Yes! 1,000 times yes!
What? Hi YouTube. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Alex, and today I'm starting the series of reading this book for the first time, or reading the most popular book of whatever social media app or something like that. And for this vlog, we've got none other than the very famous Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I've had this book since 2023, and I've always been waiting for the right time to read it. And by that time, which is today, the 11th April of 2025, 2 more books in the series have already come out. I will be starting this tonight. It is currently like 10:30 p.m. I'm probably gonna read for an hour. I've got like tuition tomorrow, so I still need to get a good night's sleep. But yeah, let's start this. What'd I do? Hello everyone. A little update on where I've reached in Fourth Wing. So I've reached page 142 of this edition, so chapter 12, and so far I really like the book.
She was a fairy. Yeah, she was a fairy. Yeah, she was.
There's no bit like when I'm reading that gets like boring or whatever. I absolutely love the writing. Like, it's so fun, it's so easy. Like some stuff that is written on here literally feels like you're on a video call with Miss Violet herself. So that's really fun. I'm so excited. The book is so good. I'll just do a little preview of how far I've come and all the annotations that I've done, because I should just paint the whole book, because nearly all the pages I've read are just me going like, I did too much. I normally don't say this about my annotations, but I did too much. I did do too much. Like, let me just show you.
We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well, and I know that you're right, but you should know it. You've been gone for way too long now. If I can lay down beside you.
Hello people, it is currently 5 a.m. I know for sure that I will not have time or the motivation to read it, despite wanting to read it. And if I don't have the motivation to read it, I will just stress every time I'm reading a story, because I'm like, I could be doing this, I could be doing that in terms of something productive and like studying and all. Most time I've been reading this book is when I'm in bed. I find it so freaking adorable that every time I record in selfie mode, my hand is just frozen in place like this. Literally. The last 3 hours that I spent on this were like really fucking cool. The story was like really kicking in, and everything just felt so nice. We'll see how determined I am in the following clips, so see you.
When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I can lay down beside you, I will. Even if you're gone, I won't.
Hi. Hello. It's been a while since I last recorded, and now I'm sick. I've been sick for the past week. I got sick last Friday. It started off as like throat pain, and then it worsened and became like a whole migraine type of situation. And all of this just pain, which I also do have to factor in the stress that I've been getting from a teacher and just a subject in general. And because of my lack in that subject, it's been putting me behind in all the other subjects, and I just feel really guilty, and then I keep stressing myself out. It sucked. It's really sucked. But, you know, I've tried to distract myself by reading Fourth Wing, and I've been doing so for like the past 2 weeks or so, or just past week or so, because when school started I didn't really pick it up. But I started this book when, like, 11 April, when the first term holidays were in, and we're already like 3 weeks into school. This was the third week, and I didn't go to school for the past 3 days because this has been killing me. Like, all of this just hurts, and all of this just hurts. I wasn't even going to record this video right now, but I do need to kind of make a little update on where I've reached since I've been reading. This might be like my most highlighted book ever. You know, it gets to a point, but it is a fantasy, and there are a lot of themes relating to the things that I tab.
You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. Even if you're gone, I will remember. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters.
Hello, it is currently 1:11 a.m. and I just finished chapter 28. I am in awe and absolute adoration for what the fuck just happened in the last 2 chapters. Chapter 27 and 28 were insanely good. I'm so happy right now. I had the best time. Like, it is such an entertaining book. I went ham on it. Like, I am so freaking happy with this book. I will continue it tomorrow. I mean, if I could, I would just read this till I finish it, but I can't because I'm a student and I have my GCSEs this year. I think that's what they are. I had a lot of fun. I had my Fourth Wing reading ambience playlist playing, and a lot of the times I would have certain songs on repeat, like maybe, let's say, Run Boy Run, Test Drive from How to Train Your Dragon, Way Down We Go, Where No One Goes, from How to Train Your Dragon, The Line from Arcane by 21 Pilots. I also had Achilles Come Down by Gang of Youths on repeat for like 40 minutes of my reading time. Like, it's such a good song. And then I also had Golden Brown by the Stranglers. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll see you guys whenever the next update will be. I'm hoping it's tomorrow because I do want to read tomorrow. So, see you. Hello. It is currently Sunday, nearly 11 p.m. 1st of June, 2025. I haven't updated in forever, and that is because of a very valid reason, actually. I have a good excuse for it. Ow, my leg! I don't know. Anyways, there was a teacher at school that had been really bothering me and really affecting my progress in school overall, and I wasn't dealing with it, and I wasn't standing up for myself because I was just sort of stuck in the confusion, like, okay, but who's in the right and who's in the wrong? Because maybe I'm just not giving enough effort into the subject, and that's why they are being harsh on me. But I finally talked to my parents about it, and they also like realized how much it was affecting me because they could see it in my performance, in my home life as well as my physical health. I've been like terribly sick. I don't know if I've shown that in the previous clips. I haven't edited. No, since this video started, I think I edited like only like the first 2 minutes of it, but that's it. It's been 2 months. But yeah, that's the reason. Just a little school problem, not little, actually big, because, you know, I didn't feel safe in that learning environment, and it felt very toxic and unsupportive, discouraging, and it got so bad to the point where just going to the class gave me such terrible anxiety and fear of, like, I don't know, I just got the urge to vomit every time it was time to go to that class. And so a lot of days I would just leave for home from school. I would just go home early and just be like, I ain't dealing with that shit today. And it's been like this for like the past month. Well, it's been like this for a while, actually, like since the start of the year. Because the thing is, I was putting all the like, I love that subject, and I was putting all my efforts into it, but then when I kept getting rejected and being shouted at, it just kind of got a little overwhelming. And the reason I didn't say anything is because I just thought I was exaggerating, because I've always been a very sensitive person, so I just thought that I was just taking her criticism too seriously or whatever. And yeah, but the thing is, it wasn't just me that was bothered by their behavior. It was everybody in my class, as well as students from other classes. So yeah, I told the principal, I'm not like saying this out of resentment or like that I want the teacher to be fired. I just want her to change her attitude and make her teaching space better for not just me, but for everybody else that she teaches in the school. So yeah, so students, if you definitely have a problem with a teacher who you think is not treating you fairly within valid reasons, then please come forward and talk about it, because if they don't get humbled, they will never learn. Like, as plain as that. I could talk more and more about this situation, but this video is about fourth wing, so let's get on to that. I have been reading this book for a good 2 months now. During that 2 months, I also started another book, which is The Nowhere on Earth by Nick Lake, which I've shown in my previous video. and this book is really great for bedtime. It's very, very fast-paced, and the chapters are very short, and the book is below 400 pages. So I don't think I'm ready to finish Fourth Wing. Speaking of, let's fully switch onto the Fourth Wing topic. Tonight I reached chapter 35, and
oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
I was planning on getting to the last 2 chapters, but I kind of realized chapter 36 is like 24 pages. And most chapters are like 10 to 14 pages, and that already takes me a little bit over an hour, so I'm saving the last 3 chapters for next weekend. So far, the story has been very interesting, and it seems to me that the way it was written, it's going to look absolutely fantastic once they make the live action of this, because just imagining it in my head was so beautiful. So now, thinking of the production, they better live up to the standards of this book, because there's just a big clump of tabs here that is annoying. God, oh my god. Whatever. There's a lot of things concerning the romance of Fourth Wing, which kind of got me being like, you started off with just this, and you ended up with this. I mean, that was a really bad example of what I'm trying to say, so let me try that again. What do you mean you start off lusting for somebody, like you're down bad for the guy, and then all of a sudden you're like in love with him? Like a little bit, like 3/4 way through the book, you're like, oh wait, I actually like really, really care about him, like really deeply. Miss Girl, what? Like, I'm kind of pissed about that love development, because I feel like it could have been so much more than just the first thing being like, I hate you. Oh yeah? Well, I hate you too, bitch. And then for it to be like, I love you so much, I have loved you since the first day I met you. Oh my gosh, I love you too. Oh my gosh, kiss me. And then they ended up doing the deed 500,000 billion times. Like, okay. I mean, there could be other factors in the sense that maybe the bond between their dragons and how the dragons ended up like mating these specific two writers make them have this kind of like connection or this sort of longing because I mean, I don't know, it's weird to explain, which is why I don't like it. But like it's weird to justify because I hate the whole I hate it. I don't know, it just, that kind of vibe didn't really fit into the enemies to lovers vibes that we wanted here. But it wasn't terrible. The fantasy aspect of it kind of made up for the sort of shitty romance, but I mean, hey, it was enjoyable. Fourth Wing is giving me the vibes of like those songs that you listen and you're like, this is pretty good. Will I ever play it again? No. That's what Fourth Wing is giving. Like, once I read this, like, will I go back? Maybe not. So yeah, I only have like 3 chapters left. Next update will probably be when I end this. Yep. Okay. Bye, airplane. Thunderous. Anyways. Yeah, again, like, this book definitely feels more movie-esque. Like, it definitely feels like it was written? I can't speak anymore. It definitely feels like it was written to be produced into a movie. Definitely movie vibes from this. Yeah, I can't wait. I will get back to you once I'm done with this bad boy. I don't know why I feel like being mean to the book. Probably because so many people have been like, this book is trash. What the fuck is that? Like, well, I don't know, I'm just reading for fun, and this book was fun. And just looking at it, I can already like remember so much like memories of the times I spent with this book. Like, this book has been here with me for the past 2 months. So, yeah. Also you. We love you too. We love you. It's okay. Alright, I will see you guys when I'm done with Fourth Wing. Officially. Bye. What the fuck was that ending? What the fuck? What was that? What the fuck was that ending, yo? I mean, the plot twisted. It was twisting all throughout the book, but that ending? At least it was a good ending and not a bad one, as I was expecting. I was expecting a bad ending and then a resolve in the second book. Oh, that was nice. My neck was aching because I've been sat in this position for like an hour straight just finishing the last chapter, because it was the whole last chapter was like this humongous like cliffhanger. I am done with this book. Since I started reading this book, I honestly had high expectations and I was disappointed in some way, but also really hyped about the other things. For example, I didn't really care about the spicy parts. I only cared about them when it included like big pieces of history or like conversations that we needed for the story. Otherwise, it was just like, I'm pretty sure I read only like one scene just to see what kind of chaos their spicy time caused. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure there was like a few scenes that I skipped because I was just not interested. But anyways, let's talk firstly about the romance. The romance for this was a bit confusing, and also, to me, it was like such a dreadful read for the romance, because it was like, y'all are enemies, so I don't know. It didn't really feel like the type of enemies to lovers displayed in this book kind of reminds me of enemies to lovers if you're like 4 or 5 years old, but not adult enemies to lovers. When it's adult enemies to lovers, I expect more pain and hurt, because this is an enemy, you know, not just I hate you, haha, I'm joking, let's get married type shit, you know? But, you know, it's fine, it's whatever, I didn't really mind it. As long as they're happy in the end, that's all that matters. I don't really care. As for the story, the dragons, the school, and the plot twists, fantastic. Give me 14 of them right now. I love when books take this whole concept of starting the book and making the reader feel like you're in the safe place. This right now, this particular place that we're in, this is the safe place, right? You've grown up here, you've been here your whole life. This is exactly where you're supposed to be. This is a safe space. We're preparing you for battle, and always come to us for help. And then, somewhere in the book, you find out, oh, it's actually not a safe place at all. All these years, you've just been lying to me. I love that so much. Discovering throughout, like, near the end of a book that the place you called home was actually a corrupt place. I love those so much because it's so relatable in real life. It is so. I lost my 5. There's supposed to be a 5 balloon there that I had for my 15th birthday, but it was deflated, and so I just removed it. So there's just a 1. The dragons, the history itself seems pretty cool, although kind of like Harry Potter. If Fourth Wing does become this big franchise thing, I would like it to be sort of like the Harry Potter franchise, where the author releases the actual books, like the Codex and Brennan's notebook, you know, that kind of thing. Like, I would love that, because that would be so fun, just to be able to have like something that feels like another world, another family, but be able to have it in real life, as a lot of people did with Harry Potter. There were a lot of things when reading this that I was like, ew, don't ever say that again. It's already bad enough hearing people try and reenact scenes from like love books, because sometimes it sounds good in the book, but it doesn't sound good when people actually do it in real life. Which is why you shouldn't trust romance and base your standards off of books. I should take my own advice. I low-key just wanted to be like, okay, I read the first book. I just wanted to see how it is. But maybe I'd like to pick up the second book. And the third book. We'll have to see. This in itself took me 2 months almost to read, but that has nothing to do with the book at all. I'm really glad I finished this book. Do I recommend it? To non-fantasy readers? No. It's not like one of those fantasy books that I would recommend to people who don't read fantasy. It's not like that life-changing that even non-fantasy readers would read it, in my opinion. To people who read fantasy and haven't read this book yet, it's a maybe. It's a maybe. You know, it's not the best story, but it's a fun story to just have. It's a maybe. But yeah, I think that's all I had to say for how I felt about this book. Oh wait, I do have to say, reading it was really fun. Again, Rebecca's Rebecca's writing is very addictive. And yeah, that's basically it. Let me do a quick little flip through of the whole book to show this whole 2 month journey, I guess. Let's go.